Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Married Men Working Podcast. Today's quotable of the week is, respect your efforts, respect yourself. Self-respect leads to self-discipline. When you have both firmly under your belt, that's the real power.
Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work. You need somebody?
When I need proof, I pray that I find the truth. Feel like it's pulling my tooth, and what's done in the dark slowly letting me loose. My love right by my side, she know I ain't got no proof. Picture me, tossing in my sleep. I'm fighting demons alone, she hugging me, screaming we. Picture somebody bringing life to your life. Got the plug, told Virgil, right wife on my wife. Nick it easy.
Welcome back to another episode, man. This your boy Steph. I'm going to do what I normally do because how I do it is how I do it. Chef Rome was good.
I'm good. How you?
I'm good. And yourself?
That's it.
All right. That's all? That's it. That's all?
That's all.
That was a dry behind sandwich right there, Steph. No, I'm good. Yeah, it's hot.
Neck beard.
You got them dry lips talking about somebody dry sandwich.
That dry hair over there.
But I know.
No, I'm hot.
That dry face. What's up?
I'm hot.
Captain Neckbeard. You know why you hot, bro?
He ain't no mustache.
You know why he's
I got
hot?
a beard and no mustache.
You know how he's hot. Why he's hot?
His
His mustache
mustache
in
is
his damn
5 o'clock
oven
shadow.
of an apartment.
Yo, having a beard with no mustache is great.
5 o'clock here. You know why you hot though?
Cause you got that hot hoodie on.
Because exactly. Everybody
He ain't
else.
got no shirt on under it.
T-shirt and no panties on.
You really don't got no shirt under that?
He got a T-shirt on.
Then why?
He over here advertising Star Wars.
And what's
Yes,
good,
sir.
man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything
you?
is straight. Work week was cool. Everything was straight. Everything good. How you, Steph? You straight?
I'm good, man. Just doing what I normally do.
Doing what you do because you do it how you do it.
Yeah. I mean, we listen. Podcasts is going places, man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say
Know the
this.
difference between you and a fraudulent niggas.
Let me tell you something.
I still got it wrong.
I'm going to just give a little rant. Step on, as Rome called him, a little stoop. I'm going to stand on my stoop and tell Pandora about themselves, bro. 4 to 6 weeks, my ass, bro. We've been out for what? Damn near almost 2 months. And we still ain't on there yet.
You know what they was doing? Working on Chloe stuff, apparently. Because they just put it on a big old billboard in New York for Chloe.
Chloe Bailey?
Yeah.
I'll wait for her.
Yeah, I'll wait for her. She makes more money than us.
I come behind her.
Exactly. She makes way more money than us. Anyway.
Alrighty then.
Anyway, so let's get into it. This episode this week is going to be about self-respect. So, Rick, since this was something that you picked, right? I'm going to ask you first, sir. Can you give me a definition of self-respect and self-care? And are they one and the same?
All right, so I'm going to start off with self-care. Self-care is to be able to take care of yourself physically and mentally and being in good health, good hygiene. And for self-respect, it's meaning to carry yourself a certain way that you will want other people to treat you and carry you in a sense. I think they both go hand in hand. I don't think they're necessarily exclusively the same, but they're similar and they walk the same paths in a sense. Because one without the other, I think, kind of falls off. You have to have self-respect in order to actually care about your own health and your own hygiene, which correlates to self-care. But at the same time, sometimes people do let their self-care go away, but they still respect themselves, but have let it go astray a little bit. I mean, I might be rambling a little bit with that part, but yeah. I think they go hand in hand. But are the same.
Dig that.
All right. And stop looking at me with them soft brown eyes, man.
Hey, oh.
Bro. You're not just going to talk to my baby daddy like that in front of me, though. That's what you're not about to do.
Listen, he was looking me in my eyes. We locked eyes.
Oh, it's about to be a cat fight, huh?
It slowed down.
I fucking hate y'all.
All I see myself was swimming in them dark, soft brown
Yo, that's it, bro. Yeah, I'm done. I'm leaving. Good night.
fuck is the question?
Let me run my fingers through your beard.
Oh wow, he won. Winning.
You need the question again, sir?
Self-respect, please. Self-care.
Definition.
One and the same.
Yeah, definition. Your definition of self-respect and self-care, and are they one and the same?
Self-respect. Self-respect is having dignity, living up to a certain standard, like living respectfully, like just being overall good dude. I think that's self-respect. Self-care is taking care of yourself in all facets of life. I once didn't have self-respect. My love right by my side, she know I ain't got no cool for but I think they are one of the same. They definitely coincide with each other. If you have self-respect, I think you will have self-care, because you got too much respect for yourself to let yourself go. You know what I mean? And yeah, you just also having people around you too that like that you can feed off of, that energy, that vibe, that love, that care. That also means a lot when it comes to self-respect and self-care. Excuse me. But yeah, man, they definitely are one and the same. It's definitely important. Romy Rome. No, you said you ain't like that. I'm sorry.
I hate
Chef Rome.
You get a pass. Godson on the way. You get a pass.
Wow. All the food platters that I bought, I thought I would have a pass too.
Hashtag the hero. Self-respect is self-respect and self-care is one and the same, correct? That's the question?
Correct.
All right.
Your definitions of them, and are they one and the same?
So my definition of self-care is to pretty much care for yourself. And I feel like that can mean a variety of different things. Whether how you carry yourself, how you talk about yourself, whether it be like, I mean, not like on no conceited type stuff, but even at that, that's still, a form of like self-care and self-respect. I think that they are one and the same. If you don't care enough for yourself, then the way that people may view you may be different. And sometimes you may not care because you just don't care for yourself. Low self-esteem, all that stuff. I think all that stuff plays a factor in both. Like Ant said, definitely having morals. But yeah, like, I mean, I'll take myself for example. My self-respect won't allow me to not go to the barbershop. Like, I go like once a week because I got like a curly top. Like, my hair is like a certain way. So like, to me, like, those two coincide together, And
so you also got money.
Okay, so you feel that way. We make it run the same. You just got
No,
kids.
nigga, you need more self-respect.
Lies. You need more self-care.
Self-care.
He got a beard with no mustache.
Lies.
5 o'clock shadow on the stash. You hear me?
Have a blonde mustache. My bad.
Now his mustache is blonde. Oh my god.
You must didn't see the movie. Never mind then.
So for myself,
Thank
He
you,
didn't
Steph.
watch the movie
I'm
yet.
blocking him out.
He ain't get it.
Steph,
for myself,
Steph, how about yourself?
listen. So they go hand in hand, for sure. My definition of self-respect is this is just sad.
What's that? The cops.
The cops.
The cop shot the kid. The cop shot the kid. The cop shot the kid. I don't want to hurt nobody.
That's a
Like
shame.
they going like
You didn't
like-
see the movie. That's why you
Bro,
didn't
we
get
still
the
talking about it,
reference.
bro. We passed you.
Why we wait for the cop?
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Ambulance. Go ahead, Steph.
oh yeah, there's old folks homes.
Oh, it just
Oh,
pulled them right there.
too.
It just
Yeah.
pulled them right there too.
Yeah, so
All right.
sorry.
So for me, self-care and self-respect definitely go hand in hand. If you care enough about yourself and respect yourself, you're not going to let yourself look a certain way and go out a certain way. I mean, you're not going to say, well, listen, this right here, this shirt right here, oh shit, it got a little stain. Let me just cover it up. No, you're not going to let yourself do that if you respect yourself enough.
As an adult, you better not.
Oh, that's facts. But yeah, you shit like that. Like I said, it really goes hand in hand. It coincides.
This thing friend ain't got no self-respect.
Not at all. Not at all.
Just die.
washing your ass every day, brushing your teeth every day, brushing your hair, combing your hair. That's respecting yourself enough and caring enough about yourself that you don't want to put on a certain type of appearance.
So I got a question. As a young boy, right? Did you ever?
How young are we talking about?
Just as a young boy.
Okay.
I'll categorize it. Were young enough to start wearing cologne, but still like a dirty young boy?
Say it one time.
You're old enough to wear cologne, but you're still a dirty young boy.
Covering up your must.
So you
That's
did
what I was
cologne?
getting to. The question is, did you guys ever like be like a dirty young boy, like because every young boy's dirty at some point in life.
Yeah, I
So you like?
shit, let me throw some Axe on this shirt.
Right.
And
And you
all
did that
that
as a
shit.
kid.
Yeah.
This might sound crazy, but I didn't start wearing cologne until I was probably like 18.
Poor baby. Oh man.
Told you I really don't wear cologne. I might have wore it once or twice when
But
I
you
was
don't
younger.
stink though. Like I don't even like.
No, 17. I wore cologne on a prom.
I used to have some.
No, I'm
onion
lying because I
underwear.
started going on proms at like 14. So I never
14
did that.
gang.
I started wearing cologne when I was 14 because I started going on proms. That's when I started wearing cologne. But prior to that, but prior to that, I never was like, let me put cologne on these dirty clothes. or
Side
something like
question:
that.
how many proms you went to?
I went on 2 proms every year from 9th to 12th.
Okay.
How many proms did you go on?
Me, I only.
doesn't matter how many seconds.
No, that doesn't matter. His neck beard.
Neckbeard.
Captain Neck
The
Beard.
neckbeard. Go to the
But no,
They say you want.
first of all, the fact that my head is actually on
Talk
my
that
shoulders.
talk, Rick. We sick of these cats coming at you every week.
Yeah, okay. Wet ass, sloppy, droppy mouth.
Come on, wife, love my mom.
Apparently, because it's super wet. Unless you sleeping with your fucking t-shirt, no drawers on, having ass nigga.
That's why they go.
That's why they going? Oh shit. Got that yuck mouth ass nigga.
Yuck. I'm off.
But no, I went on 4. I went.
No, you never had an Asian barber? That's how they talk. You want to get knucklebeard?
Yo, one thing I learned about being a young boy, right? You can go to the Asians for anything. You can go to the Asians for your food. They got some good shows and entertainment.
You got senpai there?
I told you, senpai is just a way of saying master, sir, or a teacher.
I was just asking. I know.
But
I'm sorry.
But don't ever go to the Asians for a fucking haircut.
As an
bruh.
adult, you can. As a kid, you can. As an adult, no.
Bruh.
No, there are a few
You can get
Hey,
you
man.
can get your fucking
I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying no $5-7 for no
bro.
fucking
Let me tell you
haircut,
something.
dog.
All right, if you can go to the barber shop, right, and then you can go to a Chinese store across the street and say, "Let me get 5 wings," and they say 5 minutes, and you come back before your fucking 5 wings is done, your shit is fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
My cousin used to go to
Yo.
the Asian.
They don't fucking line you up, bro.
John on Will and that. No, they
That
do.
wasn't the wrong one.
But it was
One down
depends on
Kensington?
some do.
That
But
do.
it
The
was-
one
Right.
Kensington, when
Bro.
I played when I was younger, they didn't line me up.
It's
Bro.
a John on Will and Ave that my cousin go. I don't know if he still go to this John, but
On Will and F?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Didn't Brian B tell us?
He still do. You get a ball.
I
But see,
went
you get a
once.
bulgy. But it's
I went
different.
once. When listen, cheap cut when you ain't got no money.
Jesus,
Sometimes and you trying to
Jesus.
don't knock it.
That's
Some
why-
people that's trying to get
yo.
a job and they got like
That's what started the no cut his neck
get
beard
their
shit.
hair right
Because they
for
just
an interview.
left. They didn't cut his
This
neck
is
beard
better.
then.
No.
Yeah, right.
I used to go as a young boy.
I definitely went as a young boy.
What I don't like about them is like, you know how like I'll take our barber. We got 3 of us here at the same barber. He'll get new blades. The Asians, they just sharpen them Jones. So
Sharper than dirt.
I don't know how they sharpen it.
No,
I don't know.
the ones I went to, they actually got a sharpener on
Yeah,
the,
like that.
on
Yeah,
the
like
joint.
yeah. So the one year we was about to go to King's Dominion. I was 16. Went and got a fresh cut. Got my CD player. All that. We ready to go. We
you
rocking
been
out.
cutting your hair
working.
since you were 16.
When I was 16, I was going to the Asians. Yeah. Cause so I used to go to barbershop warehouse, but then they kept like either they were moving or my barber just wasn't there, and I was like in the process of trying to find a new barber.
Yeah,
so
that's
wound
why
up,
I went.
So I wound up. I found out where the boy Kaz went, so I wound up going down there, but he was like booked up, and because I forgot, like I was just in my zone, like I was working, so I was just trying to like get some money and keep it moving. I went and got the haircut from them. And this was when my goatee was like growing. So I'm like, yo, I go to get the cut. It was Michael's and then it was Vin's. Vin was the bull. Vin had the first seat in the shop. I went to Vin's, got a nice little Sharpie, everything was good. So what they do, You know how we go to the barbershop, they get the cotton ball, they take the joint on your neck and they tap it around. They spray it. Like so at the like when you go to the like the Asian, they spray it.
Yep.
Bro, he sprayed it. It was a rat. Like it was hot. Like I was dying. But I'm looking in the mirror like, oh shoot, I got a goatee. 2 days later, what was I doing? I don't remember what I think I ate something and it was like salty. So it like got like on the goatee, it was all burns. It was no goatee, bro. And after that, I never went back. Vin was sharp. Like Vin was sharp, but it's like they sharpen it. Like they don't just get new blades, they sharpen the blades. That joint crazy.
We gotta have a topic on the Asian community and the black community.
What's the topic? You black and Asian? Ricky, Lee?
I have no Asian. Listen, I love.
I am not Asian at all.
I love Asians personally. So.
No.
I don't have an issue with them.
No, not at all. Not you just can't cut my hair.
Yeah, we can do a lot of other things. Don't we sound racist right now?
No,
that's just.
I mean, because black people
listen.
No,
Nobody how much shit.
Black barbers are terrible.
Listen,
There's a lot of black terrible barbers.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
But that's because they
And
never.
there's a lot of black things that I'm gonna find
me.
me an Asian podcast that trash black people.
Oh shit, I'm not.
Cut it out, chop.
You gonna let that man call you a chop?
He get a pass.
Okay.
He back.
All right.
TDL.
So, and how does your self-respect reflect on other people? And can you reverse it? People's respecting you because of your self-respect.
Okay, mine can reflect on others by. I have a son. About to have another son. I have a wife. I wouldn't be successful in none of these things if I didn't have self-respect. Especially when it comes to me having a child. Like, I would be a failure if I send him out in this world without, giving him the instructions of having self-respect. It's the problem we having right now with these streets, with these little niggas just hopping out shooting everything. Mm-hmm. They just. Like, that's the definition of airing shit out. Airing shit out. And when a nigga say, yo, I'm about to go to your block and air shit out, that's not just killing you. That's airing your whole fucking block out.
I don't think they know that. No, real talk. But I think it's just the lingo that they use.
But that's like, yeah, like they don't have no self-respect.
Also,
so, like,
think to them that is self-respect. To them, that's self-respect. Because I'm going to make you respect me. I'm going to come shoot up your whole block. You're going to respect me.
Whoever raised them fell.
That's the thing. They don't have nobody raising them.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, you can have somebody raising you, and you just care more about the streets than you do what your pops or your moms or your grandmama or auntie gotta say.
The average street nigga live with his grandma.
All right, well, for me, I failed as a parent if T.Y. go out there and start shooting shit up, being a dumbass young boy. If y'all don't agree, that's cool.
No, so
I ain't about to argue like Roman and Rick did last year.
Because hear me out.
As a parent,
that's how you want to feel. The thing is, you're in T.Y.'s life. You know what I mean? And you're doing everything to show him how to live, how to have that self-respect for himself.
So a lot of kids out here that has the same life as him, and they doing the opposite.
Right, but that's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's
like,
literally,
as a parent, that's not your fault if you're doing the right thing.
Listen,
I
you
feel
can
like
lead
that's my fault.
a horse to walk.
I mean, of course.
But you
I feel like that's my fault.
But and if you look at it from a larger scale, it's not. Like, you may feel that is your fault, but if you seeing somebody step back, like, okay, they'll be like, was the child raised right?
All right, so it's not.
I mean, they always look at the parent first, but
so when y'all say it's not my fault, y'all saying that because of what?
Because of how you raised him, you telling him what to do, the rights and wrongs, correcting him on those rights and wrongs, and giving him the pathway. Listen, this is the correct pathway. This is the wrong pathway, etc., etc.
You gave him the tools.
You gave him the tools. If he doesn't use those tools, and even though you stand on his ass and he still like rebels and does what he wants to do, there's nothing on you. You didn't fail as a father. You did everything. He was just being a hard-head ass little boy who wasn't listening to the guidance that his father and his mother were trying to bestow on him.
All right, I get you.
If that's all that you're doing, all that, not on you.
I just feel like I
like, you may feel something about it, like, personally, but if you're somebody on the outside looking in, not at all.
I got you. Yeah. But it's like, I surround myself with a certain type of person. So like, when I was younger, my cousins used to do certain shit, right? If you leave it up to them, they would say, we kept you out of trouble. That's what they would say. We kept Anthony out of trouble. That's what they would say. But in our reality, they just didn't call me. I don't think because you didn't call me, that's because you kept me out of trouble. But when I found out what y'all did, my dumb ass still went out with my friends and did that shit, right? But thank God I ain't get caught. My parents taught me self-respect. Like you, so that's why I understand what you were saying. They did that. They taught me self-respect, but I still went out and did some dumb shit. But when you surround just that, and that's why I want to play a bigger. That's why I say it's my fault, because I want to play a bigger role in T.Y.'s life. That bigger role meaning, like, again, me and Rome been cool since we was fucking 4th grade. My dad know who he is. My mom know who he is. But he really don't know who he is. He know who Rome is, but he don't know Rome. That's what I want. That I want to know who T.Y. friends is. The same way they know Mel. The same way my parents know Mel. The same way I want them to know Mel on a deeper level, Rome on a deeper level. But because they don't, everything that my parents didn't do, I want to do better. I want to know T.Y.'s friends. Like when he look at me, he know that's Uncle Rome. He know that's Uncle Mel. He know that's Uncle Brian.
Uncle Steph too.
Uncle Steph too.
Yeah.
But I want him to know why.
What's up, boy?
Sup, Captain Neckbeard.
But I want him to know why he's Uncle Rome. He know I ain't got no brothers. He know I got 2 sisters. Like that's what T.Y. know.
Oh,
but if
we both the same. My bad.
Oh yeah. But he know.
He look up to you.
Figuratively and literally.
But yeah, like he I want him to know
I'm dead.
why stupid. I want him to know why Uncle Rome is Uncle Rome and Uncle Mel is Uncle Mel. So when it comes to that, I want to know why. I think T.Y. got a best friend named Jahkim or Jahkim or something like that.
I want to. He bad. He a bad young boy.
What, dog? Your name is Jerome. We just had this conversation the other day. Your name is Jerome.
His name Jahkim.
But it's similar to Tyrone. Like Jerome, Tyrone.
No, but it's not the same.
How is it not?
It's not, because it's not. It's just not. Like it's not even like a debate.
All right,
it's just not.
All right, okay. That's
I'm not arguing this week. Every young boy who name ends with Kim or ear, they're bad. All of them.
Hey,
Jahkim, they bad. Nair, Sayer, yeah, he bad. Young boy gonna be bad, and he got straight backs already. He gonna be bad.
You really being stereotypical, right?
If it's IER or ER, they're bad.
But basically, all I'm saying is, I want the self-respect. I want to instill a certain type of self-respect in my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know his friends, I can get to his friends. The same way I get to him, I can get to his friends.
Gotcha.
If Jahkim got some crazy ass cousins, I want to display a different self-respect to T.Y., Jahkim, and his wild ass cousin. We can't just like, men can say all day long like, yo, I want to be a pillar in my community, right? But they focus on that one little boy. Get that little boy out the hood. Like, I want to be able, like, if I can help it, I want to touch all of them. Like,
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Not touch, but
I was saying,
yeah, like if I could get my hands on all of them at one time and instill the same self-respect that I have to all of them, like I want to do that. That makes it better. And then when I do that, automatically people gonna have that that respect for me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So they see me in a different light. Yo, like I ain't never seen nobody like him go and be a part of, even if Jahkim got a dad. I don't even know that. This is why I feel like I gotta do better. I don't even know if he got a dad or his dad is around. I don't know. Gotcha. I just know Jahkim. I know when I hit T.Y. up, yo, what you doing with my friend? Who your friend? Jahkim. All right, cool. He say the name all the time, so that's one of them things that I gotta do better at. Like I want to meet his mom. Like that whole community gotta be better. Like so they can see, oh, T.Y. Pop, he got self-respect. He got respect for everything around him. He got respect for my son.
Mm-hmm.
He wanna know who his dad is. Like shit like that. Like everybody don't do that, but that's the type self-respect that I have, that I want you to know that when it comes to these things, I want to be all in. So you can't combat that. You can't fight that. It tends to become automatic if things is different and if you showing it the right way.
Rome?
He was going in for a minute. I don't remember the question.
So it's basically
Like, no, I mean, he said some deep stuff, but I can't repeat what he said. That's corny. First of all, I ain't got kids.
so
Jahkim bad as hell though.
How does your self-respect reflect on others, and how do people respecting you because of your self-respect for yourself?
So, in terms of what? Say it again.
Jesus Christ.
Let me pull this up.
Let me pull it up.
This is crazy.
How does your self-respect reflect on others? Like
All
your
right,
self-respect.
boom. All right.
And then people respecting you because of your self-respect.
Your self-respect reflects on others because your self-respect has a lot to do with how you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if I carry myself as, a ain't nothing particular person, or like when we was young boys, so every young boy had a what's what I'm looking for? A stink young boy type phase, like just a dirty young boy. Mm-hmm. So you walk around, you dirty young boy, you stink, and it's like, yo, it might be around a stink boy. So it's like I can't even get to know like how you may carry yourself because you stink, dirty. Or you dirty, or like stuff like that. The nappy head boy, like people, and some people they're that way because they can't afford to do other stuff, and I mean that. It is what it is. Like, we'll take Meek, for example. Meek was the boy that had the braids in his head forever, and then them Jones locked, and then he started rapping, and then it's like, oh, snap. You look at Meek then, look at Meek now, it's like, yo, this is like a transformation. Mm-hmm. But it went from not having it to having it. What was the second part of the question?
Your respect, like people respecting you
Because of your self-respect.
Because of your self-respect.
I don't even understand it. Ain't got it.
Okay, stupid.
I don't understand the question.
So, for me, for example.
All right.
Right?
Let's take you, for example.
I see how you move. I see what you're about.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you respect yourself.
Correct.
I treat you a certain way because I like and respect how you move.
Gotcha.
So,
That's the self-respect that he speaks on.
Yeah, that's the self-respect I speak on, as he stated. So, what, like, how did you break it down? Because it's
Like, what I'm saying, because he just went. He went, and I'm just like,
Cause this is like, all right. So I don't want to come back to me, but let's take Main Man for example, right? I'm gonna get to it. You're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Which Main Man?
I'm gonna get to it.
Oh,
You're
I
gonna know
think
what
you're
I'm
talking about.
The first time I met him, right? He came to the door with his shirt off and some baggy cargo pants. I always go pick T.Y. up from my house.
Right.
When I first met him, that's how he came to the door.
Right.
That alone, I don't got no self-respect for you.
Got you. I got you.
But then,
like the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, I don't like the way he's carry himself. The first thing he said was, she brushing his teeth. It's the first thing he said to me. He didn't say hi. He didn't say nothing. So from that rip, I know he don't respect me. He don't respect me.
I mean, yeah, but you didn't do anything right or wrong.
I did.
Well, you did something right. You came to pick up your damn son.
But that's more the reason why. Like I to this day, but I don't respect him for that. Right? Don't got no ill will towards him, but I don't respect him for that. But in my eyes, I see that he don't have no self-respect for himself.
Gotcha.
Because your baby mom is pregnant, or your significant other is pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. But as men, I know the same way I want to instill that self-respect in T.Y., clearly ain't nobody do that shit for him.
Right. But even that, I don't agree with that, because you can instill stuff in people, but people they're gonna go their own way.
But he has, all right, so this is why I say that. He has nieces. Mm-hmm. He's about to have a child. Mm-hmm. No, this is at that time.
Oh, my bad.
He has nieces, and he's about to have a son.
Right.
your significant other is pregnant. You're about to have a boy.
Right.
You don't have no self-respect. If you about to meet the man, I don't give a fuck. And that's a different topic when certain people tell you stuff about somebody and now you just run with that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After that first time I met him, anytime after that, he never said nothing to me. But whenever I called my baby mom to see if Tyler needs something or I'll pick him up here, he always said some fly shit in the background.
Got you.
Beat main man the fuck up. He always said some shit, but every time I seen him, he never did nothing.
Right.
You don't got no self-respect. In my eyes, you don't got no self-respect. But even if somebody did teach him and he didn't run with it, or even if he didn't have that, at some point, my nigga, you about to have a boy. You need to develop that shit.
Right.
I never did nothing to you.
Right.
I never said nothing to you.
Right.
I'm picking my son up. I'm doing everything I need to do for my son.
Right.
Is that jealousy or envy, possibly?
That too.
He's jealous of you?
But
Envy?
it could be that too. But
what I never understood is
you only if
And it's clear he don't
you
respect you.
in my eyes, you don't have no self-respect if you let jealousy and envy reign supreme over you.
But here's the funny thing about
That's
that.
me though.
Here's the funny thing about that particular situation, right? It's not like Ant was the boy that was trying to get the girl back. Bro, you won. You got the girl.
My God.
I'm not saying like no. I mean, I'm not on that type. But I'm just saying like, in my mindset, it's like, bro, you acting this way towards me for what?
Right.
People are petty regardless.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
and
in my eyes, I just looked at it as I got self-respect, and if he wouldn't have approached me the way he did, like if he'd have opened the door like that, but he said the shit like I would have been like, what's going on, Ant? But he ain't had that wasn't his energy. He ain't had the same sentiment as me. So from that point on, yeah, like I ain't got no reason to respect you because we ain't got no type of like it's right here from here on out. But it's like in my eyes, that's just how I look at it. Like you ain't got no self-respect for yourself. So I can't even talk to you about nothing. It's nothing that we can talk about. Like to this day, I might be petty for this. If that time would come and he be like, yo, let's chop it up, I probably won't be like TY 12 now. That shit happened when TY was like 5.
Yeah, I remember.
And the situation we got even deeper than that.
Right.
So at this point, I don't even know. Like I think I could live with the decision to not ever talk to you about whatever you was mad at me about or whatever respect you didn't have for me.
Right.
I really and it might be petty and I might be like too old for this shit, but I ain't got it.
I get it.
Was extended
Like, I mean,
one time, and that was it.
Yeah, I actually know the story. I'm not gonna go into the story, but I know the story based off the conversation that we had. You know, when everything like went down or whatever. So but yeah, all right.
So are you able to answer the question now?
Yeah, what's the question again? Now?
Oh my god, this man is killing me.
You are not
Actually, he answered the first part.
I ain't did the first part. I ain't
People
did the second
respecting
part.
you
for your self-respect.
because of your self-respect.
Yeah, so like I'll take me for example. Those of y'all that know me, if I'm going out or even if I go to work, it's like, yo, you smell good. Like that's just I'm like the fragrance type guy. Even down to having the shape up, wearing a watch, jewelry. Not like nothing crazy, but it's like depending on where you're going, I feel like you need these things. I had an old supervisor, and he told me every man needs at least one good watch.
Oh,
and I
Rick,
took
you hear that?
and I ran with it. Greg Brown, shout out to Greg Brown. I don't know if you're listening or not, but shout out to Greg Brown. And at that moment, like I was like in the watches. Like I bought the most expensive watch I bought for myself would have been like $500, something crazy like that. And to me, like that's like self-respect. The way that I carry myself. Yeah, I believe that people do respect me based off that. Like people, the way that I carry myself, I get respect off that. I mean, and there's some people that may have met me like years ago when I was a little knucklehead that might hate me to this day, but who I am now and who I was then is not the same. So,
exactly why I said that might be petty of me.
I don't think it's petty. I think it's
Because what if he did 100% change and now he want to have
care.
that conversation? That's how I feel.
you disrespecting my son and myself. I don't care. And I got you.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I feel like some stuff is you disrespect my son, myself, my wife, my mom. Like, it's no coming back from that. Like, especially depending on who the person is. Like, bro, you a stranger. Like,
right.
I don't need you. Like,
Shit, they don't gotta be
what?
my cousin. You ain't gotta be a stranger.
They don't. Cause some people I don't talk to my family. Like, yeah, you know.
I also got something that's going to relate. Well, that's
Well, that's fine. I'm
for
good. I'm
this.
switching that joint to you too, man.
Yeah.
You heard the
So-
question enough. Because I know I did. I still couldn't get it.
All right, so for the first part, by me having self-respect for myself, it's going to reflect on who I have hanging around me, because having self-respect, you're not going to take any kind of thing from anyone. You're not going to be around people that's not going to have respect for you and that's not going to carry themselves a certain way. So that's the first part. That's how that it's going to show, that clear as day. And then as for the second portion, and I'm going to take your example first. And just because you got respect for yourself, sometimes that leads in a negative way for some people, because they don't have respect for themselves. They're going to treat you any kind of way because they're jealous or envious that you carry yourself a certain way and that you have respect. And that's possibly the situation. Partially.
I think it's crazy
I'm just
that
saying
self-respect. I think it's crazy that self-respect is looked down on, though.
some people,
Like-
because they don't have respect for themselves.
I mean, that's true.
in that
But it's
way.
just
Or the way they might have been raised to hate and be envious of people carries that. But then there's also the side of you having respect for yourself. It reflects and has certain people treat you in a good way just because they like your ethic, they like what you do, they like how you carrying yourself, and so they want to be around you. They have you. It's like a magnet in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be drawn towards you because of what you're doing and how you're carrying yourself. Like, crap, I can't think of what this person said, but before, you basically, in the sense of like how they say you are what you eat, you are who you hang around.
birds of a
So,
feather
bro,
flock
what you're
together.
trying-
All right. Well, for me, what was the question again?
I ain't got the question no more.
Oh shit. How does self-respect reflect on you and people respecting you because of your self-respect? Yeah, self-respect.
So for me personally, my self-respect is I feel like it's just doing the basic shit that you were taught as a kid growing into a man. Taking care of your family, taking care of your wife, taking care of yourself by washing your ass correctly, dressing, like making sure that you, when we go out, your clothes are ironed and you don't got no shit on your face. Now, like I said, people, every now and again you have your smudge on your face or whatever.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I gotta tell me. I got a question.
All right.
Tell me to tell me.
I know.
I got a question.
So you're like a little smudge on your face, but like I said, you taking care of yourself. It's just the shit that we learned as we were growing up.
Some people.
Respecting yourself enough, like people can say, okay, he comes in, he's dressed a certain way, smells a certain way, presents himself a certain way. You have to present yourself to the world every fucking day.
And I actually think presentation will take you further than
Agreed.
just
Agreed. Like
basic stuff.
So prime example. I knew, like I said, for IBC, I've known Kim for years, but
name dropping again.
he already said it.
She ain't like him though.
I've known her for years. So me showing up to her for an interview, I could have just did a button up.
That is the exact question that I
Yeah.
wanted to ask.
I could just do a button up and some khakis or whatever the case may be, right? And my shoes that I wear to work and just tuck my shit in because I know her. But I bought a blazer, got me a matching tie, and I had my. And I went in there with a suit, even though.
My exact question.
Hold on, you seen how I came in that time for when I was doing the interview for full time? I already was there for over a year. Came in there for the full time position, dressed up.
Yeah, so like, I knew her, but I still want her to see. Okay, listen, Stefan understands the importance. He's going to present himself to me a certain way because he wants this position. I didn't bitch and moan about it like, oh shit, gotta change it up. No, got me a blazer. Went in that bitch looking fresh to death. And then after the interview, I got back in my regular work clothes.
Yeah. No, I was just talking to the old heads at my job about this shit, and I was like, "Yo, y'all didn't come to the job interview in the suit?" A lot of niggas was like, "No."
Yo,
And it was like,
wild.
and I was like, "Why not?" And they was like, "Did you see the job that I'm interviewing for?"
The one time
It's like,
I wore a suit to a
what
job,
the-
I didn't get the job.
I had a suit on.
So since
and
then, you
somebody
didn't wear a
asked-
suit.
I ain't wearing before or after.
Wow.
So for me,
Every job I ever
interview.
went to, Friendlies, I went there in a suit.
so hear me out.
It was my dad's suit at that.
So hear me out. When I got hired at McDonald's, I didn't wear a suit simply because
Then they worked at McDonald's.
no, not even that. I
No,
knew
I'm just saying I
my
didn't know
aunt
that.
was the manager, so I just went in my after school gear. I mean, I was getting the job anyway.
that was a cheat code, yeah.
Well, but I feel like even when we was in school trying to get jobs, nobody wore a suit. You
I
went in
did.
whenever what your uniform was.
I wore a suit to the movie
a
theater.
suit
So,
to
but hear me out.
every job I
haven't-
ever had.
So I can honestly say I haven't
Same
worn a
here.
suit, but I always got me like when I first got to IBC, I wore a cardigan, a button-up shirt, a tie, slacks, and some shoes. The only thing I didn't have on was the actual suit jacket, but I had a blazer to replace that. So people can say, or I'm gonna say a cardigan to replace that. People can say, "Oh, listen, I still came off as professional."
Even these
I
virtual
was-
interviews, I had on this nice shirt, tie,
Bro.
all of that.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing I ever saw, bro.
Every-
So I'm sorry. Back in that time when me and Jamel Newman was working, and we was both like back at mom house. I saw the bull. The bull had. It was the first time I ever saw like a virtual interview, and I could not stop laughing. He ironed his shirt, right? He ironed the top of his shirt because you can only see the top. And he ironed like his tie. And he had his iPad on during the interview. But I'm like, what is he doing? Armed the arms and all that, boom. But he's sitting down. But he was in like ball shorts. So I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He said they can't see my whole body. I just want them to see like the appearance. And that's the first time I ever like thought about appearances, because at that time, like, I was young, but I wasn't like, I had like little like knick-knack jobs. Like it wasn't like a career. And I'm just like, yo, like this is crazy. But it was funny as crap to me, 'cause I'm like, bro, you look stupid. But it's like, no. And now the boy work for the government.
No, yeah. When I was
With several degrees.
When I did an interview for the airport, when I was there for like 2 years, shout out to my homie T. We both came together. I came in the suit. She came in a white tee, some jeans, and a fucking blue Dodgers hat.
Wow.
She went in first. Supervisor called her in. Tiana Grady. She go in there. She do the interview for probably like 10 minutes. I'm sitting there. T come out, sit back down. I go in there. I talk to the lady or whatever. She was like, I really like your suit. Like, I really like it. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. She was like, see, she tripping.
Oh, shoot.
She was like, she tripping. But I like her resume and all that, but it's all about appearance. Like, you really need to, if she didn't have the credentials she had, I wouldn't even interview her. But she seen her, she
that's
seen
true.
her
That's true.
credentials, she seen everything beforehand.
Yeah.
And but we went through the rest of the interview. She was like, I appreciate you coming in like that. Da, da, da. And I always got that when I went to every interview. Fast forward, right? One day me and T was talking about something, and this is right. Actually, she went to SEPTA, and I was going to the post office. And T was like, yeah, dog, I remember when we first met each other at the airport, and you came in with the suit, and I had the Dodgers hat on. I was like, dog. She was like, you tripping. I was like, nigga, when I seen you, I was like, I'm tripping. She was like, but since then, every time I went on an interview, I just like made sure I was right, because I seen you and I was just like, yeah, I'm bugging. Like, I probably couldn't have got this job. I was like, dog, she definitely was like, the reason why you got your job is because of your credentials. But if it wasn't because of your credentials and you came in that motherfucker like that, she wasn't even interviewed you. She was gonna tell you to go back.
That's how it should be. Definitely how it should be. But self-respect reflecting on like my self-respect reflecting off of others and how they respect me. I feel like I said it goes hand in hand. Like if, like you said, it's how you want to be treated. Like
right.
I can't approach you like when I first met you. Oh, yo, how you doing? Put my hand up. My name is Steph. My name is Stephen, but everybody call me Steph. if I was like, yo, what's up, boy?
Shut, boy.
Damn, like, okay. All right, noted. Not to talk to you anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just treat, like, as they say when we're growing up, treat others how you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
If you respect yourself and people see that you respect yourself, I feel like in most cases, they'll respect you back.
If they mind right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. In most cases,
Yeah.
If I see Rome doing his thing, okay, I like how fucking Rome moves. If I see Anthony, Monty, Rick, see how y'all doing y'all shit, I'm gonna fuck with y'all because I like the way y'all move.
Yeah, it's safe to say that any friendship that I have, any brotherhood that I have, is based off of how they move. Like, I grind. I'm a hustler. I might grind and hustle more than others, but it doesn't mean like all the married people that I'm like surrounded with or surrounded by, we got one common goal. I'm going to do what I can to make sure that my wife is good. Mm-hmm. Everything else follows suit after.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because you say that shit. Like, Monty and Tashira wanted us to become friends so we can be cordial towards each other. They never expected. They say this shit to this day. They never expected us to be this cool.
Yeah, we talk more than them. Business ventures and all kinds of stuff. We talk more than them.
No, real shit.
I ain't trying to be funny.
No, real shit. Real
Like,
shit.
and they might text every once in a while, but it's like, yo, like we talk. Like, yo, bro, you good? Like, if it's like, yo, bro, like you need something, like whatever the case is, like, yo, we going this place, you trying to go out, or we trying to set something up for a couple months, couple weeks, something like that. Like, we talk.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be. I hate people, bro.
I'm super big on that, man. Last week, right? She's not my niece, but I call her my niece. Char's best friend, Asia, and her daughter, Nale. Shout out to Asia and Nale. They got into a situation, right? They got into a rumble. Whatever.
With each other?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, what's going on?
Nale
They tag teaming people?
Nale is in cheerleading and all that stuff.
Oh, shit.
So they jumped her and Nale. All the moms, the cheerleading moms, jumped Nale and Asia, right? I got the phone call.
Moms
Yes.
fucking adults.
Yes. All because it was some petty shit or whatever. But I got the phone call. I was automatically about to go up there, right? Called Nale, made sure everything was good. I heard a man voice in the back.
Oh, so now you're really going.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, like it triggered me, but I was like, let me just stay calm, see what the deal is. She was like, we called the cops and all. I'm like, that's the cops in the background, that man voice that I keep hearing. And she was like, no, that's my dad. I'm like, oh, can I meet him? Put him on the phone. And Nale was like, all right, like we on FaceTime, and she just like, all right. Like, of course she's what? Man, she's what, 13, 14? She don't know what I'm about to do.
Right.
But the average man knows what I'm about to do. Like, I've known about, like, he do his little shit in the street. You know what I mean, he one of them. But I look at her as my niece.
Right.
You're her father. I don't want you to ever be out and about and see me with Nale and see
And
who the
not
fuck is
wonder.
this grown ass man.
Yep.
Or like a nigga just coming around and I'm talking to Asia as if that's my sister and you don't know who I am. I've been waiting for this opportunity to meet you. So however it was, like even if it was a phone conversation without FaceTime, like I still want you to know my voice. I still want you to know who Anthony is. I want you to know who like Anthony is. You know Shar had a boyfriend, you know Shar had a fiance, now you know Shar got a wife, now you know Shar is pregnant.
Shar got a wife?
Got a wife.
I mean Shar got a husband.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Right there.
like
two.
he
Shar got a wife.
he knows these steps, but he don't know who Anthony is. He never seen him, he never heard his voice, he never like nothing. So when I said it, she was like, yeah, so she put him on the phone. My man, what's going on? I don't want to say his name and all that shit, but what's going on? Like, how you? Like, and we just start talking. And like, Asia and Shar was like heartfelt about that. Like, they just thought it was like the sweetest thing in the world. To me,
It was
that's
a
just-
necessity.
yeah, like, oh my God, in so many levels.
But it's also coming from the parent perspective.
And it's also respect. That's self-respect.
Right.
Like-
So I wouldn't have thought about that, and part of the reason I wouldn't have thought about it is because I'm not a parent. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like some stuff clicked because, like, all right.
Yeah, like Javon ain't had, I just said his name. But he ain't had no choice but to like not forcing my respect on him, but like he ain't had no choice as a man to just be like, damn, bro,
That's
I know
pretty dope.
my daughter. If I ain't there, That's
I
not
know
her.
she
That's
good.
not her real uncle, but I know she good.
Okay.
Like that's me.
Gotcha,
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that. Like I just wanted to be known. We had like a nice little 5-minute conversation. We didn't exchange numbers, but we'll probably get to that in the future. But yeah, like I just wanted him to know like how secure your daughter would be, and at the end of that, you gonna know like I got respect for him. I respect him to the core. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I appreciate that, yo. That was some heartfelt shit.
Thank you. Sorry.
You know what?
You sound like Asian and Shar.
Well,
No, real shit. Like,
Word on the
real,
street.
listen, so
word on the street is that Anthony is the sentimental one. Everybody, I like him. He's so
here's the
sentimental.
thing, though. Like, when I first met Ant, yo, I was like, yo, he's a funny ass boy. But
Boy,
as
clown, bro.
But as our relationship grew, I'm like, yo, Ant is a thorough ass dude, yo.
I appreciate that. I really do.
At first, you was just a fill-in for a couple of niggas.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Definitely.
No,
like,
we
man,
met before that though.
We did we?
Yeah,
Bachelor
like
party.
at least like 2 or 3 times.
Bachelor
we
party.
did.
Yeah. You know, at the Rome's wedding.
Yeah.
He was
Bachelor
like, yo,
party.
I got somebody who love weddings,
Rick
bro.
was the one who I met last. I didn't meet Rick until we went out for your bachelor party.
You didn't meet Rick before then?
No.
No, because remember I couldn't come to the drunk.
Rick wasn't,
Yeah.
Rick wasn't allowed out at one point.
No, it wasn't that I wasn't allowed out. Jazz
my
was
bad.
at work. Somebody had to watch the kids.
He wasn't allowed out.
All right,
But
so
yeah.
money, pride, morals, positive and negatives when it comes to that within self-respect. Rick, I'm hit you up first.
Boom.
Whoo, that's a big one here. Because
That's what she
money,
said.
money alone can attract the wrong crowd if you don't already know and have respect for yourself about who's around you. So you having a lot of money can attract people that's just out there for your money, not for you. And also, if you don't have any money, you can attract the wrong crowd that's going to try to force you into bad situations. I say it.
No, you got a point, though, bro.
And then,
It was funny, but it's valid.
and then, of course, you gotta have certain morals, or else, without these type of morals, like Ann said, you ain't gonna have respect for yourself. And who gonna respect you because you ain't got no morals to respect anything. You just gonna be how some people just sleeping and laying with any old body just because they don't have no self-respect and no
So
morals.
hear me out. Let me. I'm glad you hit that because I actually have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, right, has the goalpost for morals and self-respect changed? Now hear me out.
I'm married. I don't know.
Say that question again.
Has the goalpost changed? Like, has it moved back as far as morals and self-respect?
He's
Now,
married. He don't know neither.
I'm about to give I'm just going to give an explanation. A woman may sleep with a couple men, right? To get money to put food on the table for her kids. So with that being said, right? Her morals won't allow her kids to go without. But some people saying that she's sleeping with other men are immoral.
Ooh, can you tag me in?
What would you do?
Hot tag.
Here we go. So, it might sound crazy, right?
Okay.
That's been going on for years.
I mean, I know.
No,
so,
I got you.
But
I
it's
got you.
become
I
more
got
of
you.
a
I got
norm
you.
now.
No. It's been a norm. It's the way that they're doing it,
Okay.
which I think causes the problem.
Okay.
So, say we was all sleeping with the same chick. We all financing this chick, right?
She got a bag.
Right. But we all met her kids. That's the issue that's going on now.
That is the issue.
Gotcha.
Everybody
people
is meeting
seeing
the
this-
kids. So it's like, oh, well, this uncle such and such, brother so and so. But then you see, you in my mom's room.
All you hear is yelling and screaming.
They praising the Lord. You see what I'm saying? But that's, to me, that's where the issue comes in at.
Got you.
Everybody, because like if you're doing it like, and I mean,
It's a term to survive.
yeah, like, but you got some people that's out there, like literally, like no lie, I got I had a lift ride the other day. I do lift.
Oh yeah, yo, this story was
It
wild.
was wild.
This story was wild.
So the lady was like, she was like, yeah. No, I got her. Like, yo, good morning. How are you? She said, yeah, I'm good. How are you? I said, I'm fine. She's like, yeah, I'm about to go get my nails and stuff done. I came in charging people $150 when I don't even look like 50. So I'm like,
She said, Nani?
I can't charge people $150 when I don't even look like 50.
Got you.
Ooh,
Nani?
Lift Chronicles out here, huh?
What?
Nani is what in Japanese?
What are you talking about? So she asked me if I heard of some app. I don't know the name of it. And I'm like, no. You never heard of the app? And I'm like, No, like what is it?
We need the
It's an
name
app
of
for
this
tricking. Whoa, wait a minute. Why you in my car? What we talking about? Like, why are we having this conversation? Like, why do you feel
Why you in
comfortable
my
enough to tell me all of
This nigga
this?
said, why you in my
Right,
car?
like she's like, yeah, because in my mind, because the way I'm just thinking, like now you're trying to promote this app to get me to trick. No, I'm not about that.
She
life.
trying to have you as a customer.
Yeah, well, not me. But I'm just like, it's kind of weird. And it's like she don't have kids and none of that. I think she was younger or whatever. And she's like, yeah, like I got to go get my eyebrows arched, got to go get my nails done, my toes done, all this other good stuff. And like she just like went in, and I'm just sitting there listening. Like I feel like I'm in taxi cab confessions because she just going in, and I'm just sitting in my head like,
Lift Chronicles.
yeah, like I don't want to know none of this. And she gave me a $40 tip. And I'm sitting in my head like, you just got money to blow. Like you, yeah, like no.
That's why she charged $150.
Blow.
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? She can't charge somebody $150 if she looks like $50. But you gave me a $40 tip in cash.
I mean,
Your conversation was
at
$150.
least-
I guess.
You gave her a $50 conversation.
listen,
I don't know, but
at least she was her presentation. She self-respected herself enough to have that $150 presentation rather than that $50 presentation.
Well, when she got in the car, she like $27. If that.
32 cents.
Listen, she knew she had to go get herself to look
I mean,
right.
yeah. I mean,
You
yeah.
get to see her like that.
Because she knows
Let's
you
just
ain't
say
the
if it
customer.
wasn't you. If it wasn't you and you was somebody else and you seen that 27
32? $27.32.
Best believe if you was to get her services, you would then.
I'm married. I don't want her services.
Huh?
I'm married. I don't want her services.
No, it's not you. That's why I said if you was the other boy.
I gotta say it on air. I'm married. I don't want her services.
That's
Okay.
what I
But that's
already
why
did
he said
that. I did it there. I said if you was
Disclaimer.
the other boy.
Oh, all right, got you.
And you
Okay.
went, yeah, I already
Yeah,
did it
yeah,
there. The other boy seen her 27 and that conversation, because he's a man, probably would have intrigued him to see what that 150 look like.
So now I got a question. Yeah, this is one of them questions.
I got a question.
All right, Grinch.
So people who outright pay for services, is that a lack of self-respect?
Not necessarily.
I wouldn't say.
Because technically we married men, we pay for services.
No. Rewind.
Boy!
Rewind. Now, you're right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because remember last week when I said
We
that.
had this conversation.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, go
remember
ahead.
last week when I said, "Yo, I need my wife needs some money." She told me I had to work for it. I laughed. Like, no. But what y'all don't know is she gave me money like a couple weeks before that. Told me I had to work for that too, and told me I didn't work for the other money. How I'm gonna get this money? And I'm just like, you are acting crazy, like you bugging. Cause it started being a joke for me. Like when I give her money, like you gotta work for it. It started being a joke. She flipped the joke back at me. I ain't like it. But as a married man, or even like as a man in a relationship, you pay for services. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean like outright, like yo, I'm gonna give you $50.
Is it considered services if you're
So it's
married?
not. It's not
No, it's not
necessarily
considered
considered
services.
services.
Like for example,
We're using the
we
term
already
very
know.
loosely.
Listen,
I
so
got you.
listen.
I got
So
you.
look,
No, I'm with you.
So
I'm with you,
So
bro.
hear me out. We already know, right? You take your girl to a banging ass, dope ass restaurant, right?
Your girl.
your girl, your or wife, to a banging fancy
married, I
ass
don't have a
restaurant, right? Your wife, banging ass restaurant. You spend $275 on the dinner, right? You get home. There's roses on the floor. Candles is lit. Music is playing. Right. You bought her $100 thing of roses.
Damn.
I'm
They get like that. They get
I'm
like that.
1000% sure you getting asked that night.
So
And if you don't,
And if you,
You
don't,
gonna feel some kind of way.
I'm gonna put this receipt down and be like, listen, I did all this, and I just can't get my 15 minutes. No, I can't.
15 minutes of what?
But
30 seconds?
like I can't get my 15 minutes of that. Really? No. That's not, we're not doing that. No. We pay for services as married men in our relationship. Within our relationship. How about that?
it really is nothing
I-
wrong with it. I think it just depends on the environment and the way you carry yourself about doing it and selling yourself short, honestly. Like them people that's doing 50,
You mean
150.
Oh, you talking about those $40 and
Why you do that? Why you
the $40 and the 4 wings, the fried rice Jones?
Or those that's that I think you had no respect for yourself. Know your worth.
Yo, they really be some chicks
Before.
out here for $40 and be like, listen, you can do whatever you want for $40.
Or the
And something to
$150
eat.
haircut with a
Why is your haircut $150? I'm confused.
if you let me finish.
Oh, you can't say that
the
because
person that's doing the $150 haircut with a little something on the side,
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah.
That's
You
get a trim.
My barber
Get
is a
some
man.
trim.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about
feel
that.
like that's a little.
Shout out to my barber. He the GOAT.
Was you finished on that?
Yeah,
on
I'm
that?
done now.
All right. What about you, Ron? Money, pride, morals, positive and negatives when it comes to self-respect.
So, just like Rick said, in terms of the money can definitely give you, depending on the crowd that you keep. Depending on who's around you, that can affect you negatively and positively. Like I'll take you guys for example. We sit down and we brainstorm about how we're going to come up with this idea, that idea, stuff like that. And I think that that's something positive. But even with the money aspect, that goes to the respect thing also, because we respect each other a certain way, or have a certain level of respect for each other to even have a conversation about, business ventures and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of power, I don't think that none of us are ego driven. So even though we may have like a certain amount of power based off of like a dumb amount of money that we may make, or just how we feel about ourselves, we don't try to what's what I'm looking for.
Man, I'm power hungry. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just kidding.
You are.
Fuck that. I'm just kidding.
You are. Ain't no just kidding.
That.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice for the pod. I didn't want to put you out there, but since you said it,
Exactly.
I'm joking.
hey, no, you serious?
You're not joking. Well,
Because like we don't try to assert like dominance in a disrespectful manner to each other.
Facts.
Like we'll take like with the podcast stuff. We started talking. It's like, yo, this is something that it was an idea I threw out. I had a few people. I started talking to Ant about it, trying to get Ant to bite the bullet to come in, but I knew Ant always wanted to do a podcast. So stump stuff. Lord have mercy. Some
Write that down.
stuff. Stump stuff. What the heck? Rick weighing off on me. Some of the stuff that you didn't have knowledge of, I didn't have it. Rick didn't have it. We're gonna rely on Ant. So it's like some stuff like we rely on each other for like different situations.
Vice
It's not like
versa.
we using like a bunch of power. Like, well, this mine and this is mine.
That's why when we came from the rip, I said this is going to be a democratic.
Democratic.
A democracy. A true democracy. This is not going to be no dictatorship. We're going to vote on anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Times of the pod, names of the episode, all that shit.
Yeah. So
I mean, and shit just flows flawlessly like that with between
fatality.
us. But yeah, so I'm gonna answer that. If you weren't,
I'm done.
Okay. So it can definitely affect positively and negatively. There are people who are power, money, respect hungry. They want everybody to fucking respect them. But we always are told respect is earned. Well, not given, it's earned. If you respect me, I can respect you. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about all of y'all. No. What? Go ahead, rebuttal.
So everybody says that respect is earned, not given, right?
Yes.
Where I don't know if I necessarily agree like with
Me
that
neither.
wholeheartedly, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I may not know you, and I can still respect you. I can respect you because of the title in which you hold, right? So let's just say, I'm gonna give two scenarios. I worked at one job. The CEO actually came in, introduced herself in the orientation. Right then and there, because I never saw that before, you gained my respect. But you also wasn't like the CEO that walks around that doesn't get your hands dirty. She had like some Skechers on, like some like khakis and like a t-shirt, and she ready to roll. What's up?
At that very moment, she earned your respect by doing that.
Yeah, she did something to get your respect.
I didn't finish it, but all right.
But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. But she earned your respect by doing that.
But I view it as, yeah, you're right. She did earn it. And then, like I said, the job I'm at now, the owner, he's just...
In her eyes, she gave the respect first, though.
Okay.
Thank you.
She is who she is.
Right.
She ain't him.
Yeah. True.
So she came in. And that's kind of why I said with Javon, like, he ain't had no choice.
Right.
But to give her that respect. Mm-hmm. Like, so it wasn't really earned. Like, if you do something... Like, I don't give a fuck how hard you think you is. You gonna feel that shit. He felt that shit. She came in, she gave respect, regardless of her title. He felt that shit. He ain't had no choice but to be like, especially to where he want to be. Was you who you were right now when you did that?
No, I was a cook.
He was a cook. Now he's a don't say it. Dietary director. I still got it wrong.
Yep. It's all good though.
But for him going to a cook to where he at now, knowing that, he ain't had no choice but to respect that shit.
Facts.
So now I fast forward to my current job. The owner, I didn't know him. I didn't know he was the owner or nothing. And I just like I would see him like in passing, speak to everybody. It's like boom, I respect him. I know that you are somebody in the company, but you don't like. Even with down to the owner, down to the CEO, like the CEO of the company, I've watched him get his hands dirty. We built a new building. My man was in there hanging up blinds and like all kind of stuff like that. I respect that type of stuff.
I feel you.
Because like you like, and that's part of the issue that I have. Like when people they get to a certain point and it's like, oh, you're gonna respect me. Listen, everybody wants to be respected, but what are you doing to be respected? You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you can just, the CEO of McDonald's, I respect you. For what? I don't know you.
I feel you.
Because you made an apple pie, I respect you. You see what I'm saying? I think the apple pies are amazing. I respect that man. I'm giving him respect because he allowed these apple pies to be made in his establishment. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not always, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. A little shaky. But you can finish, I'm sorry.
A little shaky. But no, so... that's just, I respect how you feel about that. And like it's just for me when it comes to respect, right? If like to me in that situation, as you stated, that's something that you've never seen before, and it immediately triggers something in you. Like, oh shit, I fucks with that. So in my eyes, to me, she gained your respect right then and there. You know what I mean? So for example, when I first met you, he was like, "How you doing, man? My name is Rome." Da 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 da. And you showed me respect right then and there. You didn't come up to me with no disrespectful shit or anything like that. I'm like, okay, he's a cool dude. And then as our relationship continued to grow, I seen your respect for me and my respect for you started to positively reflect on our relationship.
Gotcha. Yeah, facts.
Now, as far as money, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. Like Rick said, you can have motherfuckers who get jealous of your money, and you building up your kingdom. Because I feel like right now this is our kingdom, and I feel like maybe sometime down the line, I'm sorry, I gotta edit that shit out anyway. So sir, but anyway,
we tear them tables up.
I know you gotta edit out the
as long as I don't say anything, I do it. Yeah, but yeah. So. There's
nothing in there, bro.
You thirsty?
Go ahead.
You thirsty, my lord?
My lord.
The way the lid is, it gets
hey,
stuck on the lid. So I was trying to get
shout out before I move on to with my last thought. Shout out to Canada, bro. We got loyal listeners in Canada.
Shout out to the Canadian listeners.
Good. That maple syrup. Hey, y'all can say this some maple syrup because I heard y'all got that official tissue maple syrup.
Canadian bacon.
Nigga, nobody want no ham. Anyway, but no, those are just how my thoughts on how it can affect positively and negatively. So Ant, with you being the last person who has yet to speak on said topic, go ahead, sir. Preach to the choir.
So, when it comes to money, right? Positively, my man Brian,
he rich.
Brian put himself in a
Wait. I share goddamn dudes with Brian. I'm gonna text him like, yo, just sign my name in that joint with yours.
I ain't gonna bullshit you. No, because Mary be playing too much. Mary gonna have Brian buy some crazy shit.
I told Char, I said, yo, it's no Gucci, no Prada. I said he getting polo. That's it. She doesn't. You lying? Okay, watch.
He wearing all the polo shit
all
with
polo.
me.
When it comes for me, it's polo.
Oh no, he gonna get some, little freaky shirt. Gonna get some shit from the pod too. Trust me.
Definitely got some gift from the pod.
Yeah, like my man B, he put himself in a position to and he's trying to he want to bring me on board too. Mel went and brought power washer, and this nigga been getting deals and shit like left and right, doing like cleaning people's shit, painting people's shit. Like he just that's what he doing.
It wouldn't be a sponsor.
They probably will. Shit, Brian got daycares and all types of shit.
Brian Rich, told you.
I mean,
But
Brian was the first black nigga I met.
We can plug some people in for some sponsorships. You know what I mean?
But yeah, like having that shit around me is like, damn, like I gotta get I gotta get on the fucking ball. I gotta get on the fucking ball. But that they're not cocky in no form of fashions. They always want to help. They always want to engage in other people and you know what I mean, make sure everything is straight. Like that's what they want to do. When negatively, that it's a little rough. Like I be telling TY, like when everybody be trying to give TY come over every weekend, right? People give him money. One positive thing about TY that he could do with that money when he go back home or to his mom's house is spend that money on himself and his siblings. He got 3 siblings. The other thing is he could be around his friends. They walk back and forth to school. School like 4 blocks away, 4 or 5 blocks away. His friends see he got money. TY buy me this, TY buy me that.
Jahkim. It's the bad young boy. I told you. What? Trying to get a check.
Not Jahkim.
Oh, right.
Are you sure?
No. I'm asked. But that's the type of shit. I don't know if that's happening, but that's the type of shit that can happen. Like,
I was that kid. I was looking out.
Your friends just want to... TY look at it as looking out, but his friends look at it as TY stay with some money. He stay with $20 every day.
Which is why he's looking out for the friends that don't have it. So don't stop him from doing it. Definitely educate him on like knowing what the difference is. But when I was that kid and everybody tried to get me, no, don't do that. Bro, to this day right now, I still, if I got money and one of y'all need it, yo, I got you. Like, and not to put it out there, Steph be like, yo, you got $6, y'all seem like
Bro,
7.
I be asking for the weirdest amounts
Like, yeah,
of money.
like, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Just
not
like you
no
at the
joke,
time.
like,
Yo, one time I was like, "Oh, you got $2, bro?"
I'm like, what?
Cash that bitch.
I'm seeing $5, like, and it's not like, again, like I'm just that guy. Like I was talking to a particular person. I'm not gonna put the name out there. Talking to a particular person, and they was trying to get a PS5. So I'm like, yo, well, and he had the bread to get the PS5. Jesus coming. He had the he had the money to get the PS5, but he looked out for his sister. So at the time, I'm like, well, I don't have no money in my account. You know, if I had money in my account, I would have, sent you a couple bucks just to look out, because that's just who I am. And he's like, no, bro, don't worry about it. I'm not asking for it. And I know you're not asking for it, but it's just me. Like, with the U-Haul truck, bro, what you need? No, I'm good. No, I'm going to give you something because we got to take a truck from here to there and then put a refrigerator on it and then go this way. I'm not going to not pay for it. Like, that's just truck. Like, that's who I am. So definitely instill, like, the difference of someone not having it and somebody using you. But I wouldn't necessarily tell him like not to do it, because I mean, he been a blessing to somebody else. He gonna get that blessing somewhere.
Got you.
Some form of fashion, he gonna get that blessing back.
Yeah. As far as pride and morals go,
That's morals.
I got a friend, right? Well,
so I know this guy.
I know this guy.
Story time.
I love him to death. If he needs something, or if he ever need my support or anything like that, I will be there. But as of late, he's been a little
shaky.
Yeah. Like as far as brotherhood, I don't think he been staying in his lane. Right?
This your man's.
This is like this is my fucking man. Like, we did everything together. We rapped together, all types of shit. He's a certain nationality, and they come with a certain stern thing, right? So as he got older, started making more money, all that stuff, he started to change. Within that change, I started seeing stuff. I ain't the friend that's not gonna tell you changing. Me and Mel told him he was changing. Shit didn't matter. Like, it was one time I asked him, he's kind of like he's into computers and shit like that. I needed him to do something for me. At the end, I was like, yo, but I need it by this because I got to submit that joint. He was like, whatever.
Damn.
All right. That was the first time. The second time, he got his own company or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a second time after the first time?
It was a lot of shit. This is why I'm saying this.
Oh, wow. He ain't gonna whatever me when I tell you I need somebody a certain time. What the hell?
Right, but it wasn't like big. I could, if I knew Rick, I could ask Rick. Rick could do that shit in every bit of 5 minutes, or Rick could have. He got a lot of projects. Rick be on some shit. Yeah, Rick be on some shit. But I'm saying like 23 minutes. I'm gonna tell you what it was at the end of this shit. You're gonna be like, oh, I could have did that shit in 3 minutes and send it back to you, and without saying whatever. Shar was right there when it happened.
So he didn't have it done. Is what we're getting to.
He never did it.
Okay.
Another situation. He was starting up a company or something like that, and this let me know that he didn't have self-respect, or he didn't look at us like he didn't have respect for us. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Yo, I'm starting this, but I need some. I'm not gonna come to you. If I come to you, I'm coming to you for a reason. I'm not gonna come to you and say, yo, I need some reliable people. I need somebody who I could depend on. I need somebody who ain't gonna bullshit. I need somebody who ain't gonna be lazy. This, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. You don't have. If I'm coming to you, I don't have to say this shit because I'm coming to you with it.
Correct.
He said it to one of the homies. I hit the homies up. You didn't feel no type of way about that when he was telling you these things? He was like, no, it's him. That it's him shit, I don't like that shit. Don't tell me it's because like if a family member been doing some shit, I don't want to hear that's the family member. No, make a fucking change. If you don't make that change, I know I treat you accordingly. That's just me, right? It's been multiple situations. Now I'm finding out on Instagram that you got your own building. I'm finding out on Instagram that you having a baby. I'm finding out on Instagram that you got engaged. It was like a slap in the face, man. That's how I felt. Like if you supposed to be my man, and that's what I'm learning, or like I'm learning all these things on social media. Like that's a slap in the face. Like he had a birthday party. We all was supposed to go. I went out and bought a suit for that shit and all that because he said he wanted all the homies to wear a suit in the fucking VIP section. Bet I'm with it. Look like bosses in that motherfucker. A week before his birthday, we ain't hear nothing. He ignored all phone calls, all that shit. Next thing you know, his birthday come up. We say happy birthday to him. He say thank you. That night, he's in DC with a whole set of other friends. Just goofy shit. Just talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit is corny. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't have... I look at that, like all that shit is morals to me. Like, if I'm supposed to be your man and these are the way you treat... This is the way you treating me, I don't... So, yeah. This New Year's Eve, you can find something else to do. Like, that's just how I view these things. It's my viewpoint on the morals when it comes to self-respect and all this stuff, and like in others respecting you because of your self-respect.
Gotcha.
You, like I said before, man, you're gonna have to eat that. That's one of the things you're gonna have to eat. That ain't my character. That's your character in question.
I ain't mad at that.
Well, man, I think we had another great conversation here. I feel like we always do, man. But before we get out of here, wife appreciation time. Rick, anything other than your kids?
I ain't got to say no. I'm appreciative of my wife just being her, being able to be around me, sticking it out always, or even when I'm not nice.
You know what's funny?
And I'm naughty.
I said that before.
I just said that.
Y'all niggas recycling each other.
That's what Rome said.
It's wild. The Wilds is gonna catch up to this shit.
I'm snitching on all of us.
Ron, what you appreciative of this week for this week, sir?
Can't use the kids.
Don't have
I don't
any.
got no kids.
That's fine.
You can come back here.
It was another. Well, I'm not gonna say it was a stressful week, but I mean, she definitely gave me like a little bit of space. I definitely played the game this week, so you know, like I'm equating to playing the game to my stress level now.
Okay.
And it wasn't like one of them things like, oh, you need to spend time with me and nothing like that. Like, it was just like, all right, see when you go to bed. Appreciative of that. But my wife is not a nagger, so you know.
Yeah.
I don't have the issue. I appreciate my wife for not being a nagger. There we go.
Oh shit! I'm appreciative of my wife because
Because she gave you a boy again.
No, not that.
Recycling stuff.
But no, listen, I've been consoling because she wanted a girl. Gotta be, gotta be consoling her all this time. But no, I appreciate it for letting me grind it out at work because we need money to get a lot of things accomplished within the next couple of months, especially the wedding and stuff beyond the wedding. And yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't get maternity leave at my job. Well, men don't get it at my job, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use FMLA. So, you know what I mean? Along with everything else, I still gotta set money aside for FMLA if I'm out for like a week or two, stuff like that. So, I just appreciate my wife for letting me grind it out at work, man. Getting us extra money to hold us over and stuff like that.
I'm appreciative of my wife for allowing my love language to shine this week.
I'm appreciative of your wife letting us drink all her waters.
So, as we did the love language quiz, love language is quality time and what was it? Physical touch. There we go.
Of course, it's physical touch.
Yeah.
Freaks come out that night, what? Freaks come out that night, what?
So yeah, quality time and giving her some butt rubs and
Rub a little booty.
You know what I mean?
You got rubber booty.
Yeah, ankles, feet. I feel like y'all should massage your wives more.
I massage
Who said
my
we
wife.
don't? What are you talking about? Like,
What?
got to.
Sometimes my wife like, you rub my feet.
He gonna say the shit like he living.
Listen, let me tell you, I got the massage oils. We got the little massage little thing, the freaky little joint that I got her for Christmas last year. That joint got like the 5, 6, 7.
But do you also
detachable
have
ends.
the candle that helps also relax?
Yeah, it's called
as well?
stress relief.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just trying to make sure you got.
Don't have that, but I do got the stuff that you put in the tub, the lavender stuff that relaxes you. And then
The bath bombs, those work too.
I'm scared of those.
Bath bombs?
Y'all niggas take baths.
I haven't in a while because I don't
about
fit.
a year. I take showers.
I don't take that.
I'm not taking a bath unless my tub is big as shit.
Exactly.
I ain't got no big ass
Nope.
tubs.
Because last time I got in the tub, that shit was a tsunami in the fucking bathtub. And I had to clean up all the water and shit. Looking like dumb as shit with suds on my ass and shit.
The funny thing about the tub though, like, and maybe I was just a dirty young boy. I stopped getting in the tub at a young age, but it's like I feel like I'm sitting in my own filth, bro.
You technically
Like
are.
you sitting there and then
dirty soup.
Yeah, like the minute
dirty
like,
soup.
right.
So this what you do.
Hold up. You skinny. It's different. These fat problems. Mind your business.
No, it ain't.
So the minute,
Any man problem.
so the minute you like wash yourself up and then you sit back in
Still
the
sitting
water,
in the water, yeah.
and then all of the dirt just become to like
It look
come
like
to the
scum.
top. I just be like, yeah, I gotta get a shower now.
So if you're
That's
trying to take
not
a
me.
bath to relax, take a quick shower first to wash yourself up, and then take the bath to relax.
But yo,
your
check
body.
this out, right?
I'm fat. I ain't doing that. I told you, fat people
I
problem.
don't,
Don't
mean
do
to,
that.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm shitting on y'all right about now. So my wife, she got the bath pillow where you can just place it in the bathtub and it's like a whole mat.
She ain't got the pillow.
I got it for her for Christmas.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
She got the
And
pillow.
I got her a wine and cheese tray, so when she's in the bathtub, she can watch whatever her show is with some wine and some cheese, crudite. So yeah.
You're not
the
You're
mac
not
and cheese is the
shitting on.
crudite.
I like that.
The mac and cheese is the crudite.
I like that. So
You're not
yeah,
shitting on me because I don't take baths. So
I don't think baths either, but it's for her.
I don't think Shara take baths. Do Shara take baths?
We wouldn't know, sir.
Yeah.
Mine, do you sit and take baths? She wouldn't know neither because she don't live there.
I mean,
Alright.
she's taking them, but
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and where can people find us at?
Where can people find you?
At the crudite.
That's
table.
what we do first. We do that one first.
Eating all the hors d'oeuvres. Fucking these.
Oh, the sides is hors d'oeuvres. God darn it, where we been at? This is crazy.
Yo, trust me, on the 14th, when I'm at my sister-in-law wedding,
You at the crudite
I'm at the crudite table, eating all the hors d'oeuvres. Trust and believe. But no, you can find me at petty_ruxpin, RUXP1N.
Rome. Chef Rome.
_EST89. Also on Instagram, The Roman Way.
Right.
Lee 128. Shit the hell up, bro.
Yo, like, if you can only put another one in there, it would make perfect sense.
No, I need
Why
you
would it
to
make
change.
perfect sense?
11. Ain't your birthday
128
11/28?
don't make no sense. Make
Ain't
the
your
numbers
birthday
some shit that
oh,
makes sense.
29.
Yeah,
So 128 definitely doesn't make any sense.
They should change it.
whatsoever.
Harley one.
I didn't get to change it. Instagram chose that, so I was like,
But you can change
Instagram
it.
chose
I
that.
chose not to change it.
No, just change it,
what I
bro.
said.
No, just change it.
I thought you supposed
Change it to Captain Neckbeard.
Y'all stupid. ANT_N.I.C.E. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You can follow the podcast BMMW Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can listen to us on.
No, stop saying that. Just say all major platforms, bro.
You can listen to us on all major platforms. Do what it do, baby.
Everybody, thank you for joining us for another episode, and we out.
Deuces.
Here.
See you.